I know this is going to sound a little bit hard to believe, but I have discovered a lot of new things from one of my friends on DeviantArt named Pinocchio. It's spelled Pinnoko. She is actually a really intelligent person who happens to keep herself up to date on all the things that are going on in the world today that none of us seem to know about. Like this, for example, the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, or DARPA, the research arm of the military, is continuing to develop implantable brain chips, according to documents newly posted as part of the agency's increased transparency policy. The agency is working to develop a portable wireless device that must incorporate implantable probes to record and stimulate brain activity. In effect, a memory triggering black box device. The process would entail placing wires inside the brain and under the scalp with electrical impulses fired up through a transmitter placed under the skin of the chest area. Now, here's where this gets interesting, and I want you to listen carefully when I say this. Bloomberg first picked up the story last week, and since then, several tech blogs have jumped on board, describing the technological push as part of a project to help injured soldiers and part of an initiative set up by the Obama administration to find treatment for brain disorders such as Alzheimer's. In reality, this project has been going on for decades, and given that the Pentagon War Machine is spearheading it with $70 million of funding, one must seriously question why the DoD suddenly gives a damn about war wounded weps, or vets, I should have said. Never mind everyday Americans with brain disorders. According to Catherine Albrecht, a microchip expert, the documents state that rather than aid general memory loss, such as a device would enable the ability to recover task-based motor skills like driving cars, operating machinery, tying shoelaces, or even flying planes. It would also help recover memory loss surrounding traumatic events, according to the documents. And Catherine Albrecht, a microchip expert, warned InfoWars of the dangers of DARPA's brain implant technology. You get what I'm saying? And this is just, let me tell you something. The transhumanism movement has been going on for decades, since even before I was born. So you gotta understand, do you really want a microchip planted inside your brain or in your chest? Do you really want that? I don't, because I already know a lot of things as it is. And let me tell you, there's a lot of things I know in this world that go on that most people wouldn't understand, that wouldn't fathom. And I'm not just saying this. Let me continue. Memory loss surrounding trauma occurs for a reason, so the individual can at some point slowly work back towards living a normal life. One has to wonder from this description whether DARPA's brain implant would merely facilitate patching up soldiers and sending them back out to duty as if they were defective robots. Indeed, that is the kind of transhumanism project that DARPA revels in. Just last year, it was revealed that a DARPA team has constructed a machine that functions like a human brain and would enable robots to think independently and act autonomously. So they've created a robot that can function just like me, just like a human being, and they're doing all this sort of stuff. God knows what they're doing, but I don't want to be a part of it. What do you think of this? Subscribe.